Hi everyone, Jessica Nam here, executive producer of SUPERVIVE. Welcome to another one of our Fireside chats where I cover big changes in the upcoming playtest and check in on where we are in our development journey. Let's hit that last point first. How we doing? Coming out of last month's big reveal and playtest, I'm happy to say that it all added up to a big success. A fun stat, more hours of SUPERVIVE were played in 1 week than all Project Loki playtests over 3 years of development. That's a lot of SUPERVIVE. There's obviously other data points we're considering, but long story short, we're hyped and we want to get to open beta as soon as possible. But have no fear, we don't want to stop playtesting even if it gives us more heads down time. Longer playtests do happen to be a little disruptive for development, so we have a compromise. We're going back to 3-day playtests, but this time we're adding an hour to each and putting EU and NA back to back. We're also scaling up our load testing, which means moving forward, all NA and EU referrals are guaranteed to get in. So if you've been waiting to try SUPERVIVE, go find a friend or make one on our Discord and you'll be on your way. We've also refreshed our onboarding for this playtest, so it'll be a great time to check things out. All up, we want to make it as easy as possible to try SUPERVIVE because playing is believing. This playtest, we're doing a big cosmetics test, including giving everyone a bunch of Theorycraft coins and Vive points to spend, with a rotating shop every day of the playtest. These aren't permanent, sorry. It's more to test the functionality of the system and to see what kind of content you're interested in. With this test, it's probably worth talking about our business model overall. SUPERVIVE is going to be free to play, so it's easy to try us out and bring in your friends. We're also committed to not selling power. You'll be able to hit the top of any leaderboard without ever spending a cent. We like this business model because you can show your enthusiasm and support in 2 important ways. Play however much you want and buy whatever you think is cool. We deeply appreciate all of you who support us either way, and we like that to be a sustainable business, we gotta win at both. Make a great game, sell some sweet cosmetics, use what we earn to make the game better. How hard can that be? Getting back to the cosmetics test, you'll be getting about $40 worth of currency, and the skin pricing you see will be roughly what we're aiming for in open beta. You'll also notice you can upgrade your skins with Vive points to add things like unique variants and finishers. Vive points will primarily be earned through the paid battle pass at launch, although we're still figuring out where else we can put them as incentives. There's also a rare collector's edition of each skin after unlocking all variants. Super curious to see what y'all spend your fake currency on. Just don't get too attached because we are doing a full inventory and hunter reset after this playtest. Heads up, your settings and keybinds are going to be reset this playtest. We're shipping some new default controls that should feel more natural if you're coming in from other games. I know some of you veterans may have already gotten used to your keybinds, but honestly, try out these new ones. It's better. Oh, we also saw a suggestion to let some hunters auto-fire their primary attack by holding down LMB and thought it would be a good idea, so Jewel, Shiv, Bishop, and Void can now do that. Something we think differentiates SUPERVIVE from a standard battle royale is how much macro strategy and information game there is at any point in time. But if you're a new player, a lot of that strategy or information can be hard to access because stuff is buried in unintuitive systems, like tracking icons on the megamap. We do see experienced players tapping into that strategy game at a high level, so getting everyone to that understanding is really what we're trying to address. Basically, we can do a better job of pointing towards our strategic systems with cleaner information, as well as breadcrumbing more things to do through level design and objectives. So there's a big set of changes coming in this patch, starting with dialing up our audio distances and adding more audio information. Footsteps, gliders, chest openings, vault failures, and grind rails can now be heard from further away. Also, we've made some big level changes to add more choke points, with many of those points having unique material to hear where enemies are coming from. Speaking of level design, we're moving resurrection beacons around to be more prominent and risky for reviving teams, and reintroducing a new point of interest, the Forge, which lets you repair armor for free now, but makes a lot of noise while doing so. Finally, we're also introducing more objectives to pursue throughout the game, like Night 1 bosses, who will drop unique, powerful pieces of equipment that can outright change your team's strategy, like the multi-tool, which lets you pick up base camps and repair ruined beacons for free. Or the emergency boots, which will instantly spawn an emergency platform under your feet when you touch any hazard. All of this might sound like a lot of new stuff, and it is, but it's all explicitly aimed at dialing up the strategic tension of SUPERVIVE, getting you more aware of what the lobby is doing, and vice versa. I'm not even halfway through all of our changes, but I am somehow running long on this Fireside chat, so let's do the speedrun part of this video. I wasn't kidding when I said we're ramping up to open beta. I honestly didn't think it was possible to speed up from regular development, but here we are, so let's do it. We've got a lot of environmental changes in art polish on top of our level updates, so I hope you appreciate your surroundings as you go. We are introducing a whole new set of powers called touches, which grant passive effects whenever you come into contact with an ally or enemy. 3 new storm shifts are coming into this playtest: Berry Season, Home Bases, and Mythic Armor. And finally, we've got a pile of UI upgrades with things like new health bars, updated crosshairs, menu updates, and more, and a lot of new VFX, so it's all coming together. Okay, I'm getting back to work. Thanks for watching, thanks for playing, and see you all in this next playtest.